So Stitt tweeted the other day, one of the most basic functions of the state is in the U.S. is the ability to enforce the rule of law. Oklahoma must be able to enforce the law, but right now McGirt stands in the way. This cannot stand. And it was something about a drunk driving accident.
Tribes can enforce their law or the
Right.
federal government can enforce their law. The laws are being enforced.
And
That's
so the Cherokee Nation Twitter is quick reply guy. Get in there. As a crime was committed by a non-Indian against an Indian on the Muskogee Reservation, it should have been prosecuted by the federal government. Unfortunately, the state of Oklahoma illegally acted outside of its jurisdiction to pursue the case, and federal officials did not. Because of Oklahoma's illegal action, we are now faced with a tragic situation. Tribes have no ability to prosecute a non-Indian criminal, and it is up to the U.S. government to determine what charges can be filed. We are nonetheless committed to pursuing every option under the law and to working with all of our community partners to provide any possible measure of justice to the victim's family. So, yeah, I mean, Stitt just it goes back to his like kind of typical, doesn't just wants to make his like political talking point without actually thinking about what he's really saying. And so, yeah,
the
gets
rule of
caught.
law is enforced by the federal government and tribes, who, by the way, enforce it better than the state of Oklahoma. So,
Yeah.
yep.
And the feds have way more resources too. I mean, I've talked to some, folks in the federal law enforcement side. I mean, it's definitely not perfect or that great, but like vastly superior often to state and local forces, just in the sense of like the caliber of people they have, their due diligence, their ability to vet evidence. I mean,
I do
Go ahead.
criminal defense work, and I fucking hate the Fed. The feds are just they're better equipped. They have better
Yeah.
resources. They do they just take it for someone who practices in it. They do their jobs much better. Like
Yeah.
just give you an example. And as a criminal defense lawyer, I fucking hate that when the feds come. I know that I'm going to have to view this case through the prism of the FBI and the DEA probably acted constitutionally, like they because they get like quality training in Quantico and shit. They'll read the fucking Miranda 3-4 times. Fucking the stop is probably really good. Like it's like all kind of shit with the feds that they just do it better. When the state come, I'm licking my fucking chops. Like I might get suppressed today. Fuck right. Like they're better at it. They get better training. They have better resources. They're better at it. Especially in a state like Oklahoma where everything is vastly under resourced. So it's bullshit. Stitt's lying to you. He's trying to make political talk points. It's come. Unfortunately, he's trying to do that at the expense of tribal sovereignty. But he quick to, whenever it's advantageous, he Cherokee that day. But when it comes time for Cherokee Nation to enforce Cherokee laws, he ain't too keen on them doing that. So
Just Stitt being Stitt on that. Thanks for watching our video. Please give it a like and hit that subscribe button for more content. If you want to engage with us, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram.